Just do more, just be more, just go, just attack, just crush, just always be on. Well, that shit runs out. Okay? We're not the man on Instagram who is supposedly always running. And he's telling you, oh, why are you not up at 4 a.m.? Who gives a fuck? Like, what? And actually, the reverse is true. Because what I see is people's internal voice and constant up here. I need to do more. Why am I not doing enough? I'm not doing as much as that guy. No, you're doing just as much, if not more, as that guy. He's just making it look like he's always on. He just makes it look good on social media. Just as all these people do. Because social media is not reality. And so what I mean by the opposite is true is that we can benefit from dropping that narrative. I have to be doing something at all times. I need to do more. I'm not doing enough. You're probably doing enough. Consider that for a second. I see this so much in men. Man, CT, I keep telling myself that I just need to be more disciplined. Why can't I wake up early? Why can't I go to the gym every day? Why can't I just always work? And I say, brother, that very internal voice, that very pressure you are putting on yourself is the very reason you are not doing the thing. The pressure you're putting on yourself is the very reason you don't get the achieved outcome. Fuck, I was gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and I just keep going back to bed. I just can't do it. I feel guilty. The guilt and the anger with yourself is driving the behavior or the lack of behavior of getting up, right? It's very clear when you become aware of this, right? Us men, we're conditioned to always be on, always be winning. And when we're not always on and always winning, just like a fucking human, just like any human is not always on and always winning, we then beat ourselves up. So you see the cycle here? Begin to track this in yourself, right? Track that cycle of first, I'm motivating myself, i.e., I'm telling myself to be fucking disciplined. Telling myself that I need to do something, right? I then do not live up to those unrealistic expectations and perfectionism that I envisioned, that I thought I saw in someone else, on social media, wherever. Now in the cycle, I'm in guilt. Or worse, I'm in shame. Right? I'm in guilt, I fucked up. Or I'm in shame, I'm a fuck up. And I just can't do it. I'm just not as good as him. The fucking alpha male guy online who's always running or working. I'm just not that guy. I'm just not a fuck. Right? And then somewhere along in the cycle, there's probably a escapism and soothing to get out of that feeling of shame. Us humans, we don't like being in guilt and shame. We'll do a lot of creative shit to get out of that. So this could be where your coping mechanism of choice comes in. Porn, fire that shit up. Booze, pour that fucking shit. Light that fucking shit. Invite that fucking bitch over here. Whatever, right? Whatever your drug of choice is, that's where that comes in, right? So again, map your cycle, guys. Like, I'm in unrealistic pressure to perform. Gotta be disciplined. Gotta achieve. Why can't I just be more? Inevitably, don't hit the mark. Guilt, shame, escape, reset the cycle again to, okay, Went a little crazy this weekend. Gooned for 17 hours. Binge drank for 4 hours. Whatever, right? Whatever it was. Had a buffet of pussy as my as my coach eloquently refers to it as. I gotta be motivated. You see the cycle reset, and you're just in this fucking cycle forever. And men come and they go, I'm frustrated, dude. I'm exhausted from, maybe they know they're in the cycle, maybe they don't. And they're exhausted. And they're fucking exhausted. And it is exhausting. I've been in it for years. I've experienced it. And the one way to end that cycle, is to not give it the fuel that it needs to begin. Don't give the fire the fuel that it needs to ignite, you know? And this is where the soft stuff comes in. I know you guys aren't gonna like this, but this is where the soft stuff comes in of we must start with self-compassion. What does that mean? We must be realistic about our goals. Perfectionism is not the fucking goal. We are humans. Doing it right is not the goal, right? Doing it perfectly is not the goal. Showing up, yes. Giving it our best effort, yes. Being consistent and persistent, yes. Right? But you can see, guys, the only way to end the cycle is to cut it off before it starts. And where does it start? I gotta do it right. I gotta be more disciplined. Fuck no. Self-kindness, my friend. That's gonna feel foreign. We can talk more about that, but that's how we end the cycle of perfectionism, of guilt and shame, of escaping to our bad habits, our addictions, as people call them. That's how we end it. We cut it where it starts, and that is the internal narratives. We have control over those. We have control over the internal narratives that we tell ourselves. It's going to take time to reset these, but with iterations and repetitions, we can do it. Thank you for watching. If this resonated, click the link in the description, man.